Greetings, everyone. This is Mustafa, your digital marketing specialist, the founder of the Digital Domination Tribe. We are coming again with another video. We're going to do something different today. Today, we're going to do a case study, and Tuesdays going forward, as I talk about digital empowerment and the power of you and your smartphone to create a stage for yourself. On Tuesdays, I think I want to go into case studies of those who have did and have done the very things that I am talking about. There are so many amazing stories from those who are popularly known to everyday creators who are successful but just have not become nationally known. So in this format, I want to go over the case studies of these great creators, men and women, American, European, African, all over the world. People are taking out their smartphones or their laptops or the tablets, and they're just hitting that record button. And I hope that this video and other videos will inspire you to just start. Just hit the record button. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have a lot. Just hit record. So in this case study, we want to start off with Khaby. Many may have heard of him or know of him. I just heard about him a couple of weeks ago, and has an amazing story. Started from, really from zero, from the bottom, but now he's here, like the song says. Started from the bottom, now we here. Now the whole team's here. But he's in a very, very good case study that we can look at and learn some examples from. So I have a few notes that I want to go by, and then I will give my commentary on it. And I got notes because I don't want to miss any facts or mess anything up in stating the case study of this particular individual and the individuals that will come in the weeks to come on Tuesdays. So, Khaby, case study, how simplicity beat the noise. In just 2 years, Khaby went from being an unemployed factory worker in Italy to the most followed TikToker in the world without saying a single word. Let that resonate with you. He went from being an unemployed factory worker in Italy, not America, in Italy. So you can't just say it's just an American thing. The man was in Italy, unemployed, and he has become the most followed TikToker in the world without saying a single word. The story gets even more interesting. Khaby was born in Senegal and raised in Italy. In 2020, he lost his job as a factory worker during the COVID-19 lockdown, which was the case for many people who lost their jobs as jobs shut down, schools shut down, the world shut down. He lost his job like so many. With no work and plenty of free time, he began posting short comedy videos on TikTok. There we go. Instead of elaborate setups or expensive gear, he filmed with his phone. Again, what did I tell you, folks? You don't have to have an expensive and fancy setup. Your smartphone, you have a modern iPhone or a modern Android, that camera in that phone and that recorder in that phone is more powerful than equipment from just a few years ago. So hit that record. But it says he just filmed with his phone using natural light in his modest apartment. Look at me. I'm not in the studio right now. I'm in my modest room. You can see my modest room, So I'm just filming in my modest room on my MacBook Air. But sometimes I use my smartphone when I'm out and about or when I'm in my car. You can do the same thing. So what was the turning point? Khaby noticed a trend. There was overly complicated life hack videos were going viral, but many were unnecessary. He started making silent reaction videos where he would watch these hacks and then demonstrate the obvious, simpler way to do it. His deadpan facial expressions and signature shrug became his personal brand. By sticking to this simple formula, he began attracting millions of views and followers at an incredible pace. So, just to recap that case study, and then I'm going to get my commentary on it and give you action steps that you can take from the story. In just 2 years, it didn't take 10, 15 years, in just 2 years, but that's an exception, not necessarily a rule. It may take more than 2 years. So I don't want you to try it, and if it don't work out in 2 years, you think it's a failure. You're not Khaby Lame. You are you. It may take 3 years for you. It may take 4. But every step that you take towards the goal is a daily success. So don't be deterred by that. But in 2 years, he went from being an unemployed factory worker in Italy to the most followed TikToker in the world, and he didn't say a single word. He didn't have an elaborate setup. He just had a smartphone and natural lighting in his simple apartment, and he went to work. He went to work producing content. What we say? Content is king. He started creating content, and that content caught fire, and millions of people saw the content and resonated with the content, and now he's living his dreams and having money all the way to the bank with it. So, as a content creator, as someone who is to be digitally empowered, I want us to look at 3 things from this case study of Khaby Lame. Number 1, you have to find your unique twist. Now, as a content creator, there's not too many new ways to do things. Everything pretty much has been said. Everything has pretty much been done. It's nearly 2 billion people on the internet and social media on any given day. So anything that you think of, more than likely someone has already done it or is doing it. But that's okay. How many hamburgers are there? Restaurants. You got McDonald's, you got Wendy's, you got Crystals, you got Checkers, you got Rallies, you got Hardee's, you got Carl Jr.'s, you got Sonic, you got Whataburger, you got your little local hamburger joint that's in your particular area. You got a lot of hamburger joints, but each hamburger has its own unique spin on the overall concept of a hamburger. So just because somebody else is doing what you may want to do, don't be deterred by that. What you have to do is find your unique twist on that. A McDonald's burger is not the same thing as a Wendy's burger. A Whataburger is not the same thing as a Crystal burger. A White Castle burger is not the same thing as a Carl Jr. or Hardee's burger. They're all different. They're all unique. They all have their own twist on the concept of a hamburger. So find what you want to do, research others that are doing it, and then twist it. Do it in a whole different way. Bring a unique spin and a twist to it. Make it your own, so when people see you doing it, it's not you being a me too. You are doing your own unique spin on it, putting your own secret sauce in it, so people say, man, I ain't never heard it before like that. I ain't never seen it before like that. I never understood it like that before, because you are doing it. You are very unique. There's nothing like you on the planet. And there's nobody on the planet got the same fingerprint impressions as you. Nobody has that. Out of the billions of people on the earth, from what I understand, nobody has the same 2 fingerprint impressions. They're all totally different. So your superpower is not being a me too. Your superpower is being you. Uniquely approaching what you do. That's number 1. That's what Khaby Lame did. He saw everybody doing these hack videos, these life hack videos, and then he just said, I'm not gonna compete. I'm just gonna react. I'm just gonna give the deadpan look. I'm just gonna shrug my shoulder. And he didn't have to say a word. He just reacted, just looked, shrugged his shoulder, and he became a viral sensation. Number two, we can learn is consistency and recognizability. Consistency and recognizability. See, Rome wasn't built overnight, and your success is not going to be built overnight. You may have to produce 100 videos, right? Excuse me, you may have to produce 99 videos, right? And those 99 videos may get little to no traction. But you have to love what you're doing so much that you do it whether you get traction or not. And you may produce 99 videos, and if you quit at 99, you may not know that that 100 video that you was getting ready, you could have recorded, was going to be your breakthrough. It was going to be that video that was going to be the one that was going to pop and make you a viral sensation and get your name trending and make your personal brand a brand among brands. But if you stopped at 99, you never would have got to 100. So the lesson we learned from him is that he was consistent. He just sat in that little regular apartment. He took that regular smartphone out. He used natural lighting, daylight, and he started recording his content. And he recorded, and he recorded, and he recorded. And I'm sure as he recorded, he critiqued himself and saw that he could have did something better. He could have recorded better. He could have did better editing. And he got better and better and better. So his consistency eventually won him over. And the consistency fed the algorithm, and the algorithm began to favor him as more people responded to him. It began to put a star over him to say that he was very valuable, he was popping, and it fed more of his content to people. So that's another thing that you learn: consistency and recognizability. Be consistent and keep showing up, and you're going to win. Last thing is accessibility. There was no language barrier. His content worked in any country, in any culture. See, he didn't say words. He didn't speak language. He used body language. He shrugged. He looked. See, if I shrug, I don't have to, and I don't say any words, that's a universal body language that can be interpreted in any culture, in any language. If I do this, I don't have to say I'm angry. Any culture, any language responds to that body language, that expression. If I smile, I don't have to say I'm happy, I'm joyful, I'm excited. That body language speaks in any culture, in any language. So he didn't have to say a lot of words. He just reacted to the videos. He shrugged. He made expressions. He deadpanned. And those expressions, that body language, resonated all around the world. People didn't have to know his language. He's from Senegal, was raised in Italy, so I don't know what official. Well, he speaks English. Excuse me. You know, I assume he speaks English. But if he didn't speak English, his body language became universal. His expressions and his shrugging the shoulders became universal, where regardless of whether you were in China, regardless of whether you were in Asia, regardless of whether you was in some part of Africa or anywhere, you know, the Middle East, Egypt, anywhere, you know when somebody's angry by expression. You know when somebody's happy by expression. You know when somebody's kind of confused by expression. So he was accessible in a way that he made himself where he can speak to all people just through body language. Now, that particular lesson may not be applicable to you directly, but it does speaks to how we are a connected community. How with your smartphone, you're not limited to just your little small demographic, meaning your city, your neighborhood, your state, your country. We are connected today like never before. So when you pull that smartphone out and you hit record and you put a video on YouTube, or you put some shorts on Instagram, or reels on Facebook, or shorts again on YouTube, you are potentially putting yourself out before the world. You are potentially allowing your content to be discovered in, say, Italy, say Malaysia, say Thailand, parts of Asia, Canada, South America, Mexico. If you're in another country, America, we can see you over here. If you're over there, we can see you over here. So the accessibility speaks to how we're so connected, and we have the potential like never before to speak out from where we are to speak to the whole world potentially. So those are 3 lessons that we can learn from the story of Khaby Lame. That he found his unique twist. You got to find your unique twist. He was consistent and was recognized for his consistency. You got to be consistent, and you'll be recognized for your consistency in due time. And then accessibility, his content worked in any country and any culture. So just speak and be you and be true. And, there's a universal expression and universal language that can be received, all over the world. Good content and good messages, it's good for US, UK, Canada, South America, wherever people are. Good content is always good. People always need motivation. People always need a good laugh. People always need good instruction. People always need good guidance. People always need good business plans and instruction. People need good content regardless of where they are. So accessibility. So Khaby's story proves you don't need fancy equipment, long scripts, or even words to dominate online. You need a simple, repeatable format that people can instantly recognize and enjoy. The easier you make it for people to get your content, the faster your audience will grow. So this is Mustafa, your digital marketing specialist. I hope this was well received in our first case study of Khaby Lame. Great content creator, great TikToker. He's receiving the monetary rewards that is just due him for his efforts, and he will continue to grow. He will continue to inspire. And if you get time, just look up some of his content that's out there and study it. And even if you like what he's doing and you think, I could do that, don't be a me too. Just figure out how can you twist it and do it differently and do it in your own unique way, because that's all he did. He just found people who were doing life hacks, and he just flipped it. He just did it in his way. So there's nothing wrong with copying or admiring a formula of someone. Just don't do it like them. Do it like you. So this is Mustafa, your digital marketing specialist, the founder of the Digital Domination Tribe. Check me out at digitalmarketingwithmustafa.com. That is digitalmarketingwithmustafa.com. That is my one-stop shop that will connect you to my blog, connect you to my podcast, connect you to my videos like this that are on YouTube. It will connect you to my digital products, my free ebook, Building Your Brand and Information Empire with Content, my AI prompt cheat sheet, and other content that I'm uploading all the time. If you want to consult with me, I'm offering right now one-on-one consults for $197 an hour. And in this consult, we can talk about digital marketing, or we can talk about AI. We can talk about your personal brand. We can talk about your messaging. We can talk about just building yourself up and putting yourself out there, becoming digitally empowered and becoming a digital powerhouse yourself. So you want to talk to me one-on-one, that is the way. Go to digitalmarketingwithmustafa.com, connect with a consultation, and we will talk about it, and we will get you on the path to winning. All right, so hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Peace.